just don't make sense, and you need a friend. Grab a hand and come aboard. It's a special place called the. I'm not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait here. Not telling you the name yet. You just have to wait for the ducks. It's called the William Street Swap Shop. It's called the William Street Swap Shop.
Welcome to the show. We hope you guys enjoyed that.
We've been shaking hands since we got off our bikes.
Been here this whole time with our hands connected. And we can say now on
This
Friday,
moment, I think it's
this
time to
moment
say
for the first time,
it's a deal. You have cold hands, Matt.
I was drinking water. I like to hydrate before the show. Otherwise, my voice gets crackly. And yeah, so the water chilled him down.
It's great to be joined with you, by you, and it's great to be joined with our audience. Thank you for attending today's presentation of the William Street Swap Shop.
We try to make Friday a little special.
That's right.
Started with our new opening theme.
It's the end of the week. Matt produced that. He sang in it. You might recognize his voice. He's getting a lot of big bonus money from doing that.
They call me a triple threat. You write, you act, you sing, and you do chores. It's actually a quadruple threat. I clean out the refrigerator as well.
That's right. He's a good employee, good co-host, co-worker.
Zach's nominated me for the new bonus program. I'm going to get a $100 gift card to Red Lobster if I am chosen.
That's
and
right.
I respect him for that so much.
I hope.
And by Red Lobster, I mean not Red Lobster, but themed seafood restaurant.
I only hope,
no specific
Matt, that you take me with you when you get that gift card.
I would be delighted to take you.
And that's the joke that I said in the hall, just to let our audience know. When Matt walked by, I said, "Hey, bro, I nominated you for that bonus. Take me with you when you get that gift card, because I love to chow down on some shrimp and biscuits."
We go there on Fridays anyway. We do this thing, Zach and I, at the end of Fridays, where we look at each other and we go, "You thinking what I'm thinking?" And then we turn and we go, "Scampy time."
Scampy time.
We go, "Scampy time." And
I
then
said
we
it
go,
a little bit before that.
Yeah, well, that's all right. I'm just pumped. I like to swap. I like to spend time with my friend Zach, and today we get to do both of these on Friday afternoon.
I love looking at your items and we get a lot of items in the swap shop. Every day, new items come in, we look at them, and we make deals. That's what this show is all about. But right now,
Can we try Scampy time again real quick? Just on
Sure.
3. Okay. You thinking what I'm thinking?
I'm
One.
thinking what you're thinking.
1, 2, 3. Scampy,
Scampy time.
Yeah, we got great items. We got some cool people who are going to call us. I'm thinking, and Jacques here. He's been holding it down for weeks, and we just are pleased as punch that he's decided to be here again today.
He knows what's in the show. He has his finger on the heartbeat and pulse of all millennials. He knows what we need to do to get our ratings up, and he tells us every morning, that's a bad idea. Do not make that video. And we don't. And that's why the show has been consistently the best.
He tells us what's going on Square. He's checking in all kinds of places and making awesome inroads into the millennial community for all of us and the network at large.
Looking at the brand activation, where we can be the biggest success, where to travel, take the swap shop on tour. He knows he's got his finger on the pulse.
So ma-
Speaking of our pulse,
fingers
though, and fingers.
pulses. Yeah, today's show.
We are alive. We're doing well.
Yep. You have blue eyes.
That's
You're a
Healthy man.
taller man than I have green eyes. And basically today we want to talk to you guys about genetics and DNA and sort of have that be something that's going on with us today. And it's a Friday, like we said, it's a special promotional offer we're going to give to you guys, or we want to roll this out and see what you think. But, well, you take it away, Zach. You're the brains behind this.
Well, I know a lot of people are talking about 100 years at least for the swap shop, and Matt and I, we can't keep going for 100 years, maybe 50. But we realized it would be great to give our fans pieces of our DNA. One lucky fan will win our DNA. We're going to swab ourselves, and if you would ever like to mutate us with a wolf or
If you want to keep
a
the swap
robot.
shop going, just as us, that's fine. That's what we'd prefer, strict, exact clones of us. But if you do want to blend it with some sort of sea creature or a wolf or a piece of meat that they haven't invented yet,
I
do
would
that.
prefer to be a coyote because they're not as mean as wolves, but they still have that pack mentality and they still run around. They're furry. That would be me.
I'd like to be spliced with a grizzly bear, and I would protect my young, and I would be a woman bear instead of a man. I don't know if that works. If you can you go do DNA with woman grizzly bear? I'm not sure.
I
but
hope so. With DNA, you can do anything.
I give them permission in the future to try it with my DNA. So
DNA is actually an acronym short for do anything.
anytime, do anything, anytime.
Do anything
DNA.
anytime. That's what's up. So we're going to swab ourselves. We've been asked by corporate. They've been telling us, I think it was 2 weeks ago we missed the deadline, and they keep sending us emails every week.
They're like,
Zach, Matt, you guys got to get your DNA out.
get that DNA swabbed
All
and
the other
mail it to a
hosts.
fan.
All the other hosts have gotten their DNA. We have it stored, but you guys are the only ones who've been holding out. We don't like troublemakers. We don't like skylarkers. So you need to stop the tomfoolery and get us your DNA. So today we had to do it. I mean, we're at the last minute. We have to do this.
My phone keeps going. I keep setting a little reminder on my phone, and it keeps vibrating. I look down and it says, swab DNA. I'm like, right. Today's the day I'm supposed to do that.
I keep hitting remind, but we really got yelled at. And they said, we need your DNA. So we have to do it right now. I wanted to do this in private. I don't want to be disgusting, and I don't even want to open my mouth and show you me putting anything inside of it, but we have to do it.
And so, without further ado, what we're asking you to do, though, now, there's a call to action here. Call us at 413-961-4263. What do you want to swap for our DNA? It's got to be good, man, because we're really going to mail you this.
That's right.
You can clone us. You can frame us for a crime. We're living ourselves way vulnerable on this one, and you got to step up. I want one of those baskets that can pick up a bunch of tennis balls when you press it down,
I want a
or
Roomba.
of higher value than that.
Picks up, cleans up after your mess. You don't have to clean up. You don't have to pin your mistakes or anything on anybody else in your apartment. If you have a roommate, you just say, nope, the Roomba's taking care of it. That's what I want. And I've already talked to my family about this. They're very upset. They said, Zach, why would you give your DNA away? My girlfriend is not happy with it. No one in my life is happy with this. But I said that it's part of the show.
The Swap Shop community deserves it. And we follow what you guys give us. We want to give you things that matter. And that's how the two-way dialogue of this show. So when we offer our DNA for a swap, we damn well better get an offer in return before this show is over.
Please
And
offer
you better
something.
take care of this DNA, and you better splice it with some animal of cooler value or equal to a grizzly.
And if you're going to commit some kind of crime, please make sure it's not something that it's something we can be cool with. I guess I should say something it's a
Yeah.
hip crime.
Steal jewels
Right.
or
A big heist, going a big
yeah.
heist. You can definitely pin me for that. I would gladly be proud to have known I stole a
Call
bunch
from-
of diamonds.
Oh,
from a
we've
bank.
already got our first DNA swab. We haven't even swabbed yet, but
No.
welcome into the swap shop. It's Friday, TGI Swap Shop. How are you doing, and what's your name?
I'm doing well, man. It's Nolan.
Hey, Nolan,
Hey,
what's
Nolan,
going on,
what's
bud?
happening?
Not much, man. Just calling in about the DNA swap.
Cool. You got
Yeah.
You got something you want to swap for? Wait, should we swab first?
Let's swab, and then
Oh, okay.
it's
Alright.
gonna get. You're gonna about to see some saliva.
Yeah.
See if you change your mind.
All right, stand by real quick, Nolan, while we swab.
Here we go. Let's get this. Initiate swab.
On my mark, begin swab. Now we're placing our swabs
Be careful it doesn't make
into
any contact. It's okay
a
that
perfectly
they're together.
sealed thing. There might be an intermingling between Zach and I's DNA. We're trying for that not to happen, but if it does,
No big
we
deal.
can't be held responsible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm happy to tell you, Nolan, the swabs are sealed. They're ready to mail to you. Now,
No.
let's hear your offer of a swap
All right.
for our DNA.
So, I mean, I have a plush penguin stuffed animal, as well as some high-performance gaming glasses for using computers. Let's see. And I could, what else can I put in the mix to sweeten the pot?
I don't know. I'm not. I just wet that swab stick, and my whistle's not getting wet for these items yet, Nolan.
All right. Let me see. Let's see here. I can send a DNA swab on myself too, but let me think. What else do I have?
I'm not very good at DNA, so if you send a swab, I don't know if I'll be able to do anything.
Well, I'd ideally like to make you into like a cyborg because I'm kind of into technology.
Okay.
I'd like to build kind of a clone and then build it into a cyborg kind of thing.
That would be tight.
Could you make
Yeah.
me into a cyborg with, like, my big power is just a huge bottom?
Big
We
butt.
can make that happen.
Yeah, it's like titanium, and just I can
Mhm.
literally sit on anything.
I
Yeah.
want to be one
Okay.
of the four-legged robots, though, 'cause like a dog that people keep trying to push over. So then when they finally
Mhm.
push me over, I'm gonna say, "I've reached my breaking point. Push me one
Oh,
more
like the
time."
Boston Dynamics robot that they're always taunting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when they push me, I'll
Yeah.
say, "You think this is cool? It's on tape. It's about
Yeah.
to get real."
The first guy to die will be the guy kicking that robot.
Yep, and they'll say the reason
Huh.
in the Wikipedia page was Zach from the Swap Shop swabbed his DNA.
Yeah.
And now he's a dynamic dog robot.
Well, let's see. I could try to wrangle up a tennis ball picker upper.
That
Or
would be
I could
great.
wrangle up
cool.
Or something
yeah.
from San Antonio. You know,
Oh,
I don't
can
think it
get
would
you
keep,
like a.
but if you sent us that breakfast taco, I could.
Oh,
send
I
it
have one on my desk. I could send you, or
maybe a cooler
some
and
salsa.
ice. Send it over.
Right. Oh, right, San Antonio. So, you know what I really want is the base guitar from a mariachi band. I believe it's called a guitar. It's a very large
Yeah.
acoustic guitar-looking guitar.
I would
That's-
love
Dude,
to.
that could be like a bottle of tequila, an Alamo, like a Alamo T-shirt,
Yeah.
and maybe like a scorpion or something.
Oh
We should
yeah.
do a swap shop from the Alamo. Now that we got,
We can make that
I think we
happen.
have to talk with our events
got
team.
like
and we'll-
thousands of
make
fans
that
in San
happen.
Antonio. Now.
Yeah. Nolan, would
Yeah.
you be our brand representative and get our activation site
Absolutely.
up to date?
I actually know a guy that works there.
Great.
Nice.
We could maybe make
What's
that
the-
Some inroads.
an event.
What's his name? Just out of curiosity, first name.
Alex.
Alex over at the Alamo. It's like a
Alex at the Alamo.
yeah.
All hail Alex at the Alamo.
Mhm.
Is his like Twitter name Al Amo?
You know, I'm not much for the tweeting, so I don't know.
I mean, if you're named Al and you work at the Alamo, you gotta
gotta
you gotta
use
make
that-
a joke
Make
out
a
of
clever
that.
handle.
Yeah.
There's an ice cream place called Alamode.
Nice.
It's pretty good.
Is there a Moe's burrito place called Alamo's?
I don't know. I haven't seen that one.
Good burritos.
Is there a Spike Lee film called Alamo Better Blues that they shoot there every year?
I don't think so yet.
We should invite everyone to do an Alamo pun that calls in today.
I have a few more, but I'm gonna save them. And I'm thinking actually right now in my head, is it a good pun? We'll find out.
Yeah.
So
Well,
okay,
yeah, I
so
mean-
on the table from Nolan, we got
A scorpion,
a scorpion,
an Alamo T-shirt,
Alamo T-shirt, and
Salsa
salsa,
Um,
tequila.
and tequila,
tequila.
which we'll have to keep on the down low because I don't know about crossing state lines
State
with liquor,
lines,
but it'd
yeah.
be cool.
Hmm.
Just be cool.
Could it be? Maybe it could be like non-alcoholic tequila.
Right.
Yeah.
I like to
Yeah,
taste
we'll
the
see.
tequila, but I do not like to get drunk or drink.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I know last night Krista was trying to convince a cowboy at the bar. She doesn't remember this, but I told her this morning that they should cancel the rodeo and replace it with a cow hugging contest, where instead of tying the animals up, which offends her or makes her upset, she thinks that they should just see who can hug them the best.
I would
And,
fly down and drive over there to see that.
Yeah, we'll put
Yeah.
our weight behind that. I know that our taco video helped out your community a bunch, so maybe we
It
could
did.
do a new rodeo where you hug animals video. Or
Yeah.
something.
Krista would be on board.
Cool. Don't tie up that cow. Just tie that bow tie around your neck and give that big cow a hug.
Yep, tips up.
Tips up.
Well, Nolan, we don't
Yeah.
want to say yes or no yet because we want to leave. We want to see what other kind of offers
All
we
right.
can get.
But we
No,
do
that makes
appreciate
sense.
you calling in.
But thank you for getting this baby rolling, and right now you're in
All
first
right.
place. You're like that
All
first
right,
downhill
101.
skier that's like way ahead of everybody the whole time, and then we'll see what happens.
Fantastic. All right, well, you guys have a great day.
Thank you, Nolan. You too.
Thanks,
Have a good
Nolan.
weekend.
All right.
See ya.
Yeah.
It's Friday and it's time for the weekend. Hopefully we get this mailed out in time. I know they have weird hours over the weekend and we don't miss the Dropbox time because we are cutting it close. It's 1:30 almost on the Eastern time, 1:15.
Yeah. I woke up this morning. I said, "It's Friday morning. I'm gonna go into work, swab my DNA, trade it for something, and get the weekend started."
That's right. When I update my Facebook status today, I'm going to say, I just swabbed some DNA today. Someone might clone me someday. What did you do on your Friday? Nothing.
Didn't think
No,
so.
I think people actually are doing fun things on their Fridays. A lot of cool stuff. I've been invited to a lot of great events this weekend. A lot of comedy shows, a lot of music. I love rock music.
Yeah, I love rock music too.
So just get this ready to mail out.
If you want to make a swap for our DNA, call 413-961-4263.
Or maybe you have the item, a tennis ball picker-upper, or a Roomba in your house right now ready to swap. Take a picture of it, email it to us at williams.swap@gmail.com.
And I got to tell you one other thing about this DNA. 100% made in the USA. American.
You got that right.
The only
American.
type I want. Good afternoon, gentlemen.
Oh, hello. There's got
Missouri
a new person.
boy, and that's American.
in the swap shop.
Oh, I didn't even
Hello?
hear you. Come on in.
Yeah,
come
on
in.
in. We were
You're
sorry. We
live.
were in the back taking stock of our DNA.
Oh, that's all right. It's good that you had it in stock.
What's up, man?
Absolutely.
Great microphone on your
Yeah.
voice, by
Thank
the way.
you.
You
Is
s-
it
yeah,
good
you-
or is it
You
bad?
got like a
No,
condenser
it sounds
mic?
great.
Yeah, no, it
I
sounds
c-
like rich lows. We don't hear that very often.
I mainly hear you through my left
Amazing.
ear, but it's coming through to my right ear just because you
Do I sound over here?
No, you sound great. I love it. It's like a very vibration.
Oh,
Yes.
great.
Will you
I
say?
have something you guys can't say no to.
Well, great. Real quick before you start, can I have you in that same voice? It's very pleasant and it's very good sound quality. Can you say your compliance in this issue is mandatory?
Your compliance in this issue is mandatory.
Now, how about just your compliance is mandatory?
Your compliance is mandatory.
And then make a kissing sound. Okay. All right. So, what do you want to swap for our DNA?
And would you be willing to actually offer up that voice on our app so we could take some samples from this call? Give us your
Yeah.
permission. Okay, great. Thank you.
Great. All right.
What's your name?
David. You can call me Mushroom Jesus.
Hi, David. Mushroom Jesus.
Yes.
And what's your?
So, this is gonna be like, you guys have to send me your DNA first, but I've noticed behind you guys, those ficus don't
Right.
seem very real. And you had an issue with not being able to live for more than 50 years.
Right.
I want you guys to stay on the show for longer than that. So, here's the deal. What if I put the DNA into a real ficus so that you will live forever in those trees
I like the sound of that.
and be able to continue with this show?
I'm a green person. I love to be green. Green thumb. Make me whole green. I love money
Yes.
and trees.
Yes.
Can you
What do you
just
think about that, Matt?
Can you whisper to us? I want to put you in a ficus.
I want to put you in a ficus.
A little bit slower, please.
I want to put you in a ficus.
Okay. I like that sound of that. So you have a ficus already, or would you need to buy one?
Right. If you have one, could you maybe take a picture or whichever one you're going to put us in? Because I want to see what I'm going to be matched with.
Yes, I have multiple. I even work at a plant nursery.
So
Okay.
you would
So
take
I
great
can-
care of us. How long would
Yeah.
it take us to mature into a ficus?
Actually not very long. They're pretty fast-growing trees.
Okay. So we potentially could be having Matt and I, and then 2 ficuses of ourselves, clones.
Yes.
Okay.
And how do you put DNA in a ficus? Can you walk us through that process?
Okay, so you have to slowly, carefully peel the bark off a tree. So tenderly that it's like undressing a woman or a man or both.
Thank you.
And then you take the DNA, place it on your tongue, and lick the underside of that bark.
So you will lick our sticks in this bag,
Yeah.
and then put it, apply your tongue to the tree.
Yes,
How do we guarantee your DNA
I was gonna say,
will not get mixed?
doesn't that
because I'm Mushroom Jesus.
Makes sense.
okay?
Yes.
This is a scientific method. If you work in a nursery, I
Are
trust you.
you are you watching us right now, like through a window?
Am I?
Something about your voice makes me feel like I'm being watched.
I think you are. But there are no windows in that room.
He is watching us.
There is a window. We just have it covered up, actually. I like to look
Exactly.
outside the window and watch people work in their corporate offices. Say,
I like to watch through the vent.
they're doing a good job.
You know, I just had this vision of Zach and I out tonight having tacos after a long work week,
Every Friday.
and I'm just no cares in the world, big Friday night, and I scoop some salsa into my mouth, and a man comes up behind me and says, "I want to put you in a ficus."
We wouldn't even hey, the good news is we wouldn't even have to mail this out. We could just hand it off. Oh, no.
Oh, that's all right. The table we sanitized.
That's okay.
So what's the weirdest plant you ever got, you were ever in a car with?
That I was in a car with
Do you ever have to move the
Yeah.
plant from like one place to another?
every day.
And what's the weirdest?
I just. Oh no, the sticks. They're contaminated.
No, we saved them. It's a delay in the broadcast. I'm sorry.
Yes, I know. I'm sorry about that. I got really upset watching that happen.
I'm sorry. I do not.
Oh, now they're mixed. Oh,
It's okay.
It's
You
okay.
can cross the sticks.
They're actually, they're all right.
it's like crossing the beams, man.
Right. Put us in a ficus. You might like us. That would be what
Oh.
my poem would be. If put us in a ficus, you might like us. Up on social media, we'll even say, nice to meet you.
You know,
That's perfect.
I got to give you some credit, Mushroom Jesus. I was leaning towards the first offer for our DNA, but now
Yeah.
the idea of getting put in a ficus is very tempting.
It is, because it's for a forever ficus. It lasts forever.
It's forever. Exactly.
Thinking about the Alamo shirt, you know, I would love to have it and tell people I went to the Alamo, and when I cross that off my list when I'd never been there, and brag about it. But I just don't know. You know, after a few years, I'll probably lose the shirt, or it will fade, or it will rip. But having a part of me in a ficus, that makes me more happy than ever having a child. I don't have to take care of the ficus. Just let it grow. Let nature and the sun and rain do its thing.
Exactly.
And it will have my personality.
And imagine the leaves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, thank you for calling. And before we go, can we just get your voice saying one more thing for Zach?
Of course, Zach.
I guess, could you say, I'm in your car, don't be alarmed, I'm just going to hang out back here for a while.
I'm in your car. Don't be alarmed. I'm just hanging out for a while.
Thank you so much for your call.
Thank you,
And we'll
Mushroom
see you.
Jesus.
We'll see you in Zach's car in about, I guess, around 5:30 when he gets off work.
It's about 6 tonight. I have an appointment at the Genius Bar at Apple.
What about the Scampy time? Am I not invited to Scampy time?
Once the bonus comes through that I signed him up for, Scampy time will happen.
Oh, okay.
It takes a while for them
Can
to
the three of
initiate
us-
the bonus.
Can you, me, and him eat Scampi for under $100? Do you think?
I think so.
Yes.
With the gift card. We might have to ask you, Mushroom Jesus, though, to provide the tip, because now it's 25%. That's customary.
Just the tip.
Just the tip?
We'll bring our tips, and you tip.
Can you
I
say?
can do that.
Can you say? I'll only eat $33 or less of Scampi.
I will only eat $30 or less of Scampi.
Say it like you mean it.
You can say $33. We have 33 times 3 is 99.
You guys, I'm just gonna hang out in that car. I can just eat the leftovers. You guys don't even have to buy me dinner. I'll save you so much more money. You can buy more Scampi that way.
So you stay in the car and we bring. Do they have a bottomless thing at that restaurant?
I think so. Surrender yourself to our Scampi is what the tagline is. And that means eat as much as you can eat until you get sick.
Until I get sick? Can I eat that too?
Well, Matt and I, we know our limit. We're Scampied out.
Yeah. What are we talking about? He's in the car. We're bringing him
Wait,
Scampi. We
Scampi,
threw
yeah.
up. He's eating that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's probably a good time to phase that call to
Yeah.
attend.
All right.
Thank you, Mushroom
Have a good day,
Jesus.
you guys.
Just
Thank
saying,
you.
Thank you for calling
Great,
in.
great call. Thank you so much for calling.
You're
I'll let you
welcome.
know if we'll give you our DNA soon.
I'll
Yeah.
send those pictures of the ficus
Thank you.
We'll make a decision.
immediately.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so wrap up. To summarize, Nolan's offered an Alamo, we'll call it the Alamo Slammer package.
The all-in Alamo.
All-in Alamo package.
Yep.
And Mushroom Jesus has offered to put our DNA in a ficus tree, which he will nurture into adulthood.
That will eventually co-host the show after Matt and I pass away. It's gonna happen. We're not getting any younger, and we need to always be thinking about Q1 of 2046.
And just hashtag your social media with DNA swab shop swap swap shop swab swap, and you'll be eligible to have Scampy with us tonight.
Call from.
Hello, welcome
Hey.
to the swap shop. We're swabbing. Come on in. Who is this?
Hello.
Hi.
Swab till
This
you
is
drop.
Chelsea. It's Ken's voice.
What's up? Who's this? Hello.
Chelsea.
Chelsea.
Oh,
Hi,
Chelsea.
how are you?
How are you?
Good. I just wanted to let you guys know that ficus trees don't live as long as a lot of other trees.
So, if we were going to put our DNA in a kind of tree, it's not the best choice.
Oh, definitely not. They don't like being moved around that much either. I looked it up.
So we would probably just end up being in Mushroom
You'd probably
Jesus'
end up
garage.
living at least and dying, just dying.
How long would we live for?
Usually like ficus trees, like 20 years if you take okay care of them. They can live like 30 if you take really good care of them, though.
I don't know. Thank you for providing this. This is an interesting update.
If you were going to put
Yeah,
our
but-
DNA in a tree,
So your tree's probably going to die before you do.
well, that's a good point. So, what kind of tree, if you were going to splice us genetically with a tree, what kind would you choose?
Well, I'd put you in like a nice evergreen so like we could decorate you for Christmas every year.
And give us a lot of water, and we smell good. We always smell good. Make your home
Mhm.
smell nice. What's that smell?
Put lights on you.
Oh, it's just Zach and Matt, they're
Some
evergreen
bulbs.
trees.
And we'd get to watch your happy family unwrap presents on Christmas morning.
Yeah, that's a good tree to be in.
That
And then
sounds
you hear a
good.
sound in the middle of the night. It's like a screaming to be let out. And your children are afraid. And you say, don't worry, it's just Zach's DNA trapped in the tree.
Oh, yeah, my kids would grow up knowing. They'd be like, oh, it's just that green tree.
I would love your kids. I would be like an uncle to them.
I think
Uncle
they
Zach the
say
tree.
the sooner you let your kids know about the DNA of a stranger in a tree in your house, it's better for them.
Yeah, they'll grow up thinking it's normal until they go to school. Kids pick on them.
They call him Zach Tree Guy.
Get a load of him.
Sounds like a great name.
He doesn't have the cool shoes. He only has a stump. How can he wear a pair of
But
shoes?
listen, if you guys want to swap me something and I can put you in my Christmas tree, I'd be up for that.
We'll swap you these DNA sticks.
Well, right now I'm at the gym and I have a really sweaty shirt you can have. It belongs to
machine are you
Ken, so
working
it'd be
out
like
on?
having a piece of him. I just got off the treadmill.
Nice.
Do you, speaking of Ken, you guys, if you have been watching, you know Chelsea tried to swap her husband Ken. There's been no offers yet, which I think will change soon. But do you think the process of swapping Ken has brought you guys closer together, or has it created a rift?
I think it's brought us closer together in a way. You know, we're watching the swap shop together, spending that little time before he leaves.
That's good. You
Does
care
he
for Ken.
have one of those 2 o'clock start jobs, and then he comes home at like midnight?
He works second shift, so yeah.
Yeah.
But he works at home, so I get to see him all the time.
So when he's done working, he closes his Mac top, and he's like, I'm done with work. Let's watch some Prime.
And he goes, takes off his little carpal tunnel wrist gloves. When you hear that Velcro, you know it's party time.
Oh no, it's windy outside.
I'm all yours, baby, is what he says after he's done with I'm done with my work.
Oh, I usually just play video games.
Are you like out running errands while you talk to us?
Well, I was watching you on the treadmill.
Oh, okay.
Anybody at your gym, do they see you watching us and say, "Oh, you're watching the Swap Shop. I know that show."
They see me laughing and they're like, what?
Yeah.
Does it make you run faster when they zoom in on Zach's face?
It gets me like really pumped up.
Yeah.
That's why I watch you at the gym. It keeps me going.
Sometimes when I'm out on my rowboat, you know, I have one of those long ones that cuts through the water really sleekly, and I think about I'm losing energy, I'm running out of steam, and then I think about Zach's face, and I just dig deeper, and I row faster.
I think we need to make like motivational posters with like his face on it.
It's a good idea.
I can hang them over my gym. We can hang them in Ken's office. Really get people going.
I like to get people going. That's what the quote underneath me will say. Spoken by Zach.
All right, well, I'm going to let you guys go now because I have to drive, and I don't want to get
That's right. Do not
another drive.
Safety first.
not talk and drive. Do not text and drive. Put that phone away, Chelsea. Be safe.
We don't need to be
All right,
involved
you guys
in
have
any
a
more
good day.
lawsuits.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thank you for calling.
Say hi to
And
Ken for us.
Oh, I will. I'll go on the catch
We hope he
later.
gets swapped soon.
you guys seem like fun. I wish we lived in the same town. We could like go out and
Oh, we can hang out.
Yeah.
we could have like pasta and then some wine and be like, did you hear what they said
Yeah.
about our mutual friends?
I love to exercise, so I could run with you, Chelsea. And when I'm going slow, you can say, Zach, keep up. Come on. This isn't.
I could look at your face, and you could look at my face, and we could just run.
There we go. This is boot camp.
Face-to-face treadmills. That's how Zach and I also exercise.
They're great. They're really up and coming.
Well, thanks for calling us.
So
and
have a good day,
you
guys.
guys have a great weekend. Take care of that family of yours. You guys seem like a nice little family you got
Yeah.
there.
Definitely.
All
Thank you
right,
for coming
bye.
in, Chelsea. Have a great weekend.
See ya.
See ya.
I'm so sorry about my coughing.
It's okay. We just know now that your DNA will get my DNA sick. That's accepted, I guess, because my DNA, I haven't been sick in years. 100% healthy. Since I got out of school, I isolated myself. I did not sit at the same desk. That is gross, and you share with people every day. I sanitize the desk every day before we do Swap Shop. I'm probably going to live for a long time. Not have any, and that's what doctors will say. He is germ-free. Good DNA.
Good DNA. Should we bridge to the next DNA offer with our informational thing about DNA?
I think so, yes.
I should just do this show from like the quick urgent care place. Just
We could
they
wrap you up in a bag.
They could give me some sort of prescription or something.
Yeah. I hope you feel better, Matt.
No, I'm fine.
I don't want to lose you.
Just got a scratch in my throat.
DNA. How does it start? What are we doing with it? It's forming, multiplying. That's what makes me a human, and I'm better for it. Thank you, DNA.
Why do we want to go to the movie or drink a certain flavor of cola? It's all in your DNA, and every decision you make is controlled by it.
Here we
so
go.
give up quickly.
There's the DNA. I was looking for you. I found you. Nice to see you down here. Look at it all. This is what makes me handsome. And that's what makes me good at sports. And that's what makes me well-liked, a good personality.
DNA is in places you might not expect. Animal chew toys are full of it, and you could get really sick if you tried to splice your DNA with that dog's toy.
Let's take some of this DNA and put it in here. See what happens. Now we're working on creating two different people. This is how humans are made.
When DNA is treated incorrectly, bad things can happen, and you'll owe a lot of money to some very powerful people.
That's why you should never mess around with DNA. Only take it serious. It's a living cell, and we are all here today because of DNA. Thank you to DNA.
One place you don't find DNA is in the ocean. Never been there, never will be.
That was a good video.
Yeah. I know you spent a lot of time researching that and putting together those shots, so well done.
Thank you. DNA is very important. I guess you could say today's show is a DNA theme. If we have any scientists or doctors, we're right across the street from Georgia Tech, a big college that does a lot of science-involved studies. If you would like to call in and let us know your opinion or provide a fun fact about DNA, call us at 413-961-4263. But I think it would be a crime, Matt, if we didn't take a look at some of our new items.
Some of our new items.
Because we are a swap shop.
The,
and we like to look
the
at your
shop's almost
items.
over and we haven't even looked at a single one. Let's look at the new items.
Let's take a look at the new items. I see we have some new stuff here.
Yes.
Game Boy Pocket.
This one I was into. Game Boy Pocket with Mortal Kombat 1 and 2. Flawless Victory, Finish Him. Any of those ring a bell? It's all Mortal Kombat. It's one of the tightest games of the 90s. Get your face real close to it, and you'll see a secret code where you can unlock treasures.
Look at the cartridge. It looks clean. You don't have to blow out any dust for a while on this one. It's ready to play.
When your friends say you'll never be somebody that matters in this world, say, guess again. High score.
When everybody's at the table, restaurant table on their phones, your phone's broke, you haven't taken it to the Genius bar to get it fixed, pull out your Game Boy Pocket, play that to keep you entertained until your phone's fixed.
It's retro, which is always a good thing. People will say, you have something that's from a past era that I identify with positively, and you say, that's what it's all about, man. And this is the red edition, so I think U2 actually made an album that was...
Did they?
They gave this with, yeah.
You're a big fan of U2, right, Matt?
Got them in my car right now. Loud and strong.
I was always a fan of Joshua Tree, that album they recorded in the desert. A lot of old retro technology is coming back. People are listening to cassette tapes. People are starting to listen to vinyl records again. I'm not sure if you knew that, but people are really into old technology. So you should, if you're looking to swap something, swap for this Game Boy.
You can mod this and create chiptune music, another thing people are into. And I know everybody on Twitch will start saying, hey, Matt knows about chiptune. He must not be that old and irrelevant.
Matt,
Jock taught me about it.
how old are you, Matt? 29? 30?
I just turned 70.
Looking good. So we really need to swap your DNA.
I
don't
know.
have much time left.
Time's running out on that one.
Our next item, it looks like, is a T-shirt. A Fish Center T-shirt, size medium.
Size medium. With our own Cho featured upon it. Did we make that shirt, or was this a fan's shirt? I don't know.
I think we made it, maybe.
Swapper Joe.
So Joe got the shirt, and now he said, trade it up. I want a different Fish Center shirt. Maybe you have a Fish Center shirt. Or maybe you made your own swap shop shirt, and you'd like to trade them for it. Shirts keep your body warm. They protect your DNA. If you have a lot of chest hair, they keep that on your body, close to you. If you have armpit hair, it keeps it inside your armpits, not out and about. You have to be very careful, and a lot of people might try and take your DNA.
Shirt is actually Latin for the word that means DNA, hold in DNA.
A DNA holster. It's a nice shirt. And we have a hat. Nice, beautiful hat. Kiss my gas.
If you don't roll coal, then you can kiss my gas.
It's from our famous show, Squidbillies. A show on our network that airs at nighttime about animated squids.
It's a good one. A
a
lot of
big hit.
fans. A lot of our friends work on it. We like them. They're
That's
good,
right.
good people.
Big
And
hit.
Tommy, I'm excited about. I think this might be his first thing, but we've seen him on Facebook here and there. Seems like a hell of a guy.
Look at that, covering
Make
up
him
the
an
eyes,
offer.
wearing that hat, looking cool. I have secrets, don't look into my eyes.
He's got a shower curtain, so you know you can trust him.
I think we have one more item here.
Got one more item, and then we're sort of running out of time here.
It's a
This
24
is-
movie poster.
Yeah. Jack Bauer was a guy who took no, nonsense from anybody. Maybe talk about that a little more on Monday. I want to get to our closing, our big Friday
that's right.
closer.
Big Friday closer, here we go.
As you know, we had a fan, Daniel, who won Friendship Powerball. And as part of our friendship, he made this wonderful song about the swap shop. And then our wonderful, highly paid staff put together this music video for the song.
It was creative directed by Rebecca.
Rebecca did a great job. Daniel did a great job making the song. And
We thank you both for doing this. It's very wonderful. And now we invite our viewers to take a peek.
Swapping items, hope they're not haunted. Looking for a deal to make. And we top it off with a handshake. Dubstep music and a handshake. Every weekday, 1 p.m. Eastern. Gather round with all of your pals. You're in the William Street Swap Shop now. Yeah, in the William Street Swap Shop now. It's a deal. It's a deal. William Street Swap Shop. This is a place for friends. William Street Swap Shop, yeah. I hope that it never ends. Zach and Matt are off till next Monday. I'm digging through some items of mine, but now I'm kicking back and getting primed. Yeah, I'm kicking back and getting primed. It's a deal. It is a deal. William Street Swap Shop. This is a place for friends. William Street Swap Shop. Yeah. And I hope that it never ends.
It's a deal.
wonderful. We can't wait to see you next week. Have a great weekend. Till then, it's a deal.
It's a deal.